There is a feminine energy trap that almost no one talks about. And if you're a high achieving woman, it's slightly draining your confidence, your relationship, your joy. And you know the even craziest thing? It is that your brain thinks that it's protecting you. So if you've been feeling burned out, always on, like you always have to push and control everything to make life work, you're not broken. Your brain has simply adapted to constant pressure. Now it thinks that this straight state is normal. So the trap is this. You've been rewarded for operating constantly in this masculine mode. And that creates a chemical loop in the brain of dopamine and cortisol that keeps you stuck in burnout. So dopamine rewards you for your achievement and cortisol keeps you alert for the next threat, and your nervous system gets addicted to this high stress state. Let me be honest with you, girl. This is why no amount of spa days or bubble baths fixes the problem, because your nervous system is still stuck in this fight or flight mode. In neuroscience, we call this sympathetic dominance, which means that your body literally thinks it's unsafe to slow down. So your amygdala, the part of your brain that detects threats, it doesn't know the difference between actual danger and an overloaded to-do list. Which means that even when nothing is wrong, you still feel tense, restless, or on edge because your brain is firing off these survival signals. And the solution is of course not to quit your job or avoid challenges. It is to rewire your brain and body to trust you enough to let go of this overdrive. And of course I'm here to save you with the 3-step formula that all of my clients use to escape this. Number 1, awareness. Without being aware, you will never ever change, because you can't change something you don't know is there to change, right? So number 1 is being aware of these signals that this is coming, like shallow breathing or a tense, like tight jaw, or the running thoughts. So when this happens, your prefrontal cortex, which is the one part of your brain that makes all the rational decisions, turns off. And your limbic system is taking over. And this is exactly where we gotta make a step to interrupt the loop. So how do we do that? That's where we get to step number 2. I always recommend just 2 minutes of what I call diaphragmatic breathing, just for 2 minutes, because it can completely rewire your nervous system. Because this breathing can literally signal to your brain, we are safe now. So when you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, like your intuition, creativity, and the ability to receive come back, this is the foundation of true feminine energy. So when we've calmed down, we need to understand, what do we do now? That is where we come to step number 3. Step number 3 is boundaries. Because girl, we've all said yes in situations where we want to say no, but every time you do that, I need you to listen closely. Every time you do that, you actually tell your hippocampus, which is the side of your brain that actually regulates your emotions, you tell it to shrink, because you tell it it is not important. So boundaries, for you to understand, it isn't just emotional protection in your heart, it's also a neurological protection, because it literally rewires your brain from thinking that constant stress is normal, because spoiler alert, it is not. So here's what I want you to do this week. Number 1, I want you to become aware when you say that you're in a situation that you're about to make a decision based on fear. Number 2, it is to calm down. Tell yourself, breathe, just take a moment, calm yourself down, say, okay. And then number 3, if you could tell your brain, I am safe right now to make whatever decision feels right for me, what would you actually choose? And then try to do that and see what happens. You will feel better, you will look better, you will behave better, everything will become better. So you need to understand that this softness, this ability to breathe before you talk and make a decision, not make stress decisions, is actually not weakness. Softness isn't weakness, it is so much strength. And as you just heard, it's literally backed by biology. So when you know and learn, just like I'm trying to teach you now, how to work with your brain and body, you actually start to create more, attract more, and love more without burning out. Which sounds pretty much to me like the dream scenario. So if you learn something from this video and is ready to rewire your brain for confidence and calm and magnetic feminine energy, I want you to listen up because I already made something for you. Of course, girl, I'm never gonna leave a girl out. I already made you a free 8-step formula to how actually legit change phenomenally your brain, rewire your nervous system to change completely. And of course, just like I said, I made it for free. I will link it in the description here below. I want you to check it out. And while you're at it, and when you're done looking at it, I want you to come right back and watch my next YouTube video because the start begins today.